Imagine locking eyes with someone across a crowded room. Your heart skips a beat, your stomach twists, and in that moment, nothing else seems to exist. Why does this happen? Why do we fall in love, even when it doesn't make sense, even when it hurts? Today, we're going to explore the mysteries behind one of life's most powerful emotions. Chapter 1: The Biological Spark. Let's start with biology. When you fall in love, your brain lights up like a fireworks display. Dopamine, the feel-good chemical, floods your system. Oxytocin, often called the cuddle hormone, makes you feel bonded. Even your adrenaline rises, giving you sweaty palms, racing heart, and that thrilling nervous energy. Neuroscientist Helen Fisher in Why We Love explains that love is not just a metaphor, it's a survival mechanism. It encourages bonding, reproduction, and the passing of genes. Think about it. You might feel like you're losing control, but your body is working overtime to make sure you stick together. Chapter 2: The Power of Familiarity and Novelty. Love isn't just chemistry. It's also a paradox between familiarity and novelty. Ever notice how people often fall for someone who reminds them of a friend, a sibling, or even their parent, but still has that spark of mystery? Here's a real-world example. Emma met Tom at a coffee shop. He reminded her of her childhood best friend, funny, kind, gentle, but he had this unpredictable streak that made her laugh uncontrollably. She was safe, yet intrigued. And that combination keeps the brain addicted. Psychologists call this the familiarity-novelty balance. Too familiar equals boring. Too novel, it's threatening. Love thrives in the sweet spot. Chapter 3: The Role of Stories. Humans are storytelling creatures. We don't just fall in love, we construct narratives about it. Think about a first date. You imagine a future together, laugh at inside jokes, or even rehearse what you might say to impress them. The act of imagining deepens your attachment even before the real relationship has begun. Author Alain de Botton, in The Course of Love, points out that much of our romantic longing is fueled by imagination. We fall in love not just with a person, but with the story we hope they'll be a part of. Chapter 4: Social Mirrors and Validation. Love is also a reflection. When someone loves us, they validate us. They see parts of ourselves we sometimes hide or doubt. Take David, who always felt boring in his office job. His partner Sarah, however, admired his patience, his subtle humor, his small acts of kindness. Suddenly, David saw himself differently, through Sarah's eyes. That validation, that mirror, strengthens attachment. Psychologist Erich Fromm, in The Art of Loving, writes that love is the act of recognizing oneself in another. We fall in love not just for pleasure, but for self-discovery. Chapter 5: The Role of Timing and Vulnerability. Timing is everything. Have you ever met someone perfect, but at the wrong time? Lena fell for someone while moving to a new city. They laughed, shared secrets, and connected deeply, but she had to leave. Sometimes, timing and circumstance are as powerful as chemistry or personality. And vulnerability plays a huge role. When you let someone in, show your fears, your quirks, you become human in their eyes. Psychologists have found that self-disclosure fosters intimacy faster than almost any other factor. Chapter 6: Cultural Scripts and Expectations. Love is personal, but also shaped by culture. Movies, books, songs, they all tell us what love should feel like. The grand gesture, the soulmate, the love at first sight. Mythos, all of these influence how and why we fall in love. Even in daily life, cultural cues matter: where we meet, who we meet, even how we flirt. We fall in love not in a vacuum, but inside a cultural framework that teaches us what to notice, what to desire, and what to fear losing. Chapter 7. Love as Growth. Love isn't just pleasure, it's a mirror for growth. The person we fall in love with often challenges us, stretches us, and pushes us toward our potential. Think about someone who made you question yourself, your habits, your assumptions, your fears. Painful? Sometimes. Necessary? Absolutely. Love, in its best form, is a catalyst. It makes us brave, reflective, and a leafy. Chapter 8. The Mystery That Remains. Even with all the science and psychology, love remains unpredictable. You might meet someone who seems perfect on paper, yet sparks nothing. Or stumble on a stranger who instantly turns your world upside down. There's no guaranteed formula, no cheat code. And maybe that's the point. Love's unpredictability keeps life thrilling, messy, and unforgettable. Chapter 9. A Moment of Reflection. So, why do we fall in love? Our brains crave chemistry and bonding. We seek balance between the familiar and the new. We are storytellers, validation seekers, and growth seekers. Culture, timing, and vulnerability shape our choices. Ultimately, we fall in love because it makes life matter. It makes the ordinary extraordinary. It wakes us up to our own hearts in ways nothing else can. Love can be messy, irrational, thrilling, painful, but it's what makes us human. What did you think of this video? If this video resonated with you, consider subscribing and take a look at what we're exploring next.